That's right, Lou. Yes, good morning, everyone. Storm Brendan is coming to our shores today, bringing heavy rain and also gales, even severe gales. So do expect some disruption to your travel arrangements, especially later on this morning and through the rest of the day. Now, to start with, it's fairly quiet. Many of us will wake up, we'll have some sunshine, just a few showers dotted around. But this deep area of low pressure is Storm Brendan. This chart runs until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Look how the rain arrives. That'll be heavy and persistent. And just look at the isobars right the way across the UK. But the strongest winds are going to be in the west, especially so with exposure. So we've got showers across Scotland, parts of northern England, Wales and the south this morning, but a lot of dry weather. Then this heavy rain comes in, a squally band of rain, with gales or severe gales out towards the west at this stage. Temperatures as a result fairly academic, but they will feel cooler than those temperatures actually do suggest because of the wind. So to give you an idea of the kind of wind gusts as indicated in the black circles, we've got 70 miles an hour northwest parts of Wales, also through the likes of the Isle of Man, but right the way up this west coast, 85, 90 miles an hour quite possible across the Outer Hebrides and Skye. But even towards the east, we're looking at gusts of wind at 70 miles an hour. So it's going to be windy across the UK, and as we go through the evening, that band of cloud and rain, squally rain pushes away with some thunder and lightning and some hail. That too will be squally, and the winds will pick up across eastern areas as well, looking at gusts around about 45, 50 miles an hour here and through the English Channel. Now, tonight's temperatures in the north under clear skies, it'll be cold. There's the risk of ice as well on untreated surfaces, some frost, not as cold as we push further south. Then tomorrow, we've got another low pressure, deep area of low pressure coming in from the southwest, pushing northwards. Again, look at the isobars across England and Wales. A windy day ahead with more heavy rain spilling in from the southwest and pushing steadily northwards after a quiet and a dry start. It will still be windy across the north of the country as well. And as this area moves up and engages with colder air further north, we'll see some hill snow across parts of the Lake District, the Pennines and the southern uplands for a time. Temperatures tomorrow, well, 5 in Aberdeen, 6 in Belfast and 12 as we push down towards London. Now, as we move in through Wednesday, we say goodbye to that weather front. It sinks down towards the south. An array of isobars, still a breezy day, still the strongest winds in the north. And here too, we are looking at some further showers. Some will merge to give some longer spells of rain, and there'll be some hill snow to boot as well. As our cold front sinks southwards, it will take the milder conditions with it, but behind it, it will leave a lot of dry weather and some sunshine. So temperatures 6 to about 10 or 11 in the south. And then on Thursday, we have another area coming our way, bringing its fronts with it, bringing more rain, bringing more hill snow. And again, it's going to be a windy day. Perhaps not quite as windy as we're expecting today or tomorrow, but a lot of dry weather the further east that you travel. Here's the rain, here's the snow in the hills. And the temperatures, well, on Thursday, once again, we're looking widely at temperatures in single figures, but for some of us, we might just squeeze out some double figures. So unsettled. Friday's looking drier, by the way, Dan and Lou.
OK.
Thank you very much for that, Carol. We'll see you 7:15 this morning.
That's right, Lou. Yes, good morning, everybody. Now, at the moment, we've got gusts of wind in the Western Islands around Scotland of about 50 miles an hour, the north coast of Northern Ireland similar, and as we push down towards the Isles of Scilly, we're looking at in excess of 40 miles an hour. But these winds are going to strengthen through the morning as Storm Brendan approaches from the Atlantic, bringing heavy rain and disruptive winds. If you're travelling today, do bear that in mind. So quiet start to the day, some of us even having some sunshine to start with, but then this deep area of low pressure, which is Storm Brendan, pushes in from the west, bringing some heavy rain and gales or severe gales. So we do have some sunshine. We also have a few showers dotted around. They're the exception rather than the rule. And through the morning, the heavy rain pushes in through Northern Ireland and then into western parts of mainland Britain. And you can see we're looking at gales or even severe gales out towards the west. As we go through the afternoon, all this will push eastwards and we'll see the winds strengthen as it does so in the east as well. So if we take a look at some of the gusts of wind you can expect, they're shown in the black circles. This afternoon, Plymouth 65, 70 around northwest Wales, 70 as we push across the Isle of Man. Over towards Norwich, 45, coming up the east coast, Aberdeen 70, 60 Northern Ireland, 85, possibly 90 across the Western Isles. These are disruptive. If you have got travel plans, do check with your ferry carrier if you're flying, and if you're driving in a high-sided vehicle or a light vehicle, do bear that in mind too. Now the rain and the strong winds will push away as we go through the evening and overnight. There could be some hail and thunder and lightning before they do move away, and these are our overnight temperatures. Could be some ice on untreated surfaces where it's been so wet through the course of the day, and also some frost to contend with. So for the rest of Tuesday, well, we've got another low pressure coming up from the southwest, heading northeastwards. Windy, especially across England and Wales, but still windy across the north and west of Scotland. So after a dry, quiet start with just a few showers, here comes the rain. And this is the system that brought tornadoes, snow and ice to America during the course of the weekend. Here it goes, moving northwards, depositing snow in the hills of the Lake District, the Pennines and the southern uplands. Drier ahead of it across the far north of Scotland, but for the rest of us, we will have the rain and it's going to be windy. These temperatures, although they're mild for the time of year, well, fairly academic because the wind will make it feel cooler, knock a couple of degrees off them. On Wednesday, the tail end of the weather front connected to this low pressure moves away from the southeast, allowing some drier conditions. Still quite windy though across the far north of the country. And here too we've got showers falling as snow in the tops of the hills, and some of those showers will merge to give some longer spells of rain. But there goes the first band off onto the near continent. Drier conditions follow on, breezy day, temperatures 6 to about 11 degrees. If you think we're finished with the wet weather, we're not, because there's more coming away from the west on Thursday. Lou and Dan.
It's going to be busy, isn't it, for you? My goodness me, there's a storm, isn't there, heading our way?
That's right, Lou. Yes, there is. And this is the calm before the storm. Beautiful Weather Watchers picture this morning sent in from County Durham. Now, Lou was quite right. Storm Brendan is coming our way, coming in from the Atlantic. Already we've got gusts of wind 51 miles an hour across parts of the Outer Hebrides, 50 miles an hour the coast of Northern Ireland, and even as far south as the Isles of Scilly, we're looking at gusts in excess of 40 miles an hour. These are the tip of the iceberg. The wind is going to strengthen. So some of us starting off on a dry note with some sunshine, breezy though, and then this deep area of low pressure, which is Storm Brendan, comes our way, introducing some heavy rain and squally winds with gales, even severe gales out towards the west. It hasn't arrived yet. It's coming in as we go through this morning. So we start off with a few showers and a lot of dry weather, but here comes the rain moving across Northern Ireland, getting into the west of mainland Britain, depositing snow in the hills. That's half the story. This is driving rain, squally rain, and out towards the west we're looking at gales or even severe gales. So if we take a look at the kind of gusts we are expecting, they're indicated in the black circles. 65 mile an hour gusts around Plymouth this afternoon, 45 in Norwich, 50 Birmingham, 70 across northwest Wales and also the Isle of Man. As we come up this west coast, 60 to 70 across Northern Ireland, but 85 to 90 mile an hour gusts, 70 across the northeast of Scotland. These are disruptive and potentially damaging gusts of wind. So if you're travelling, especially later on this morning or through the afternoon, bear that in mind. We say goodbye to the rain through the evening and overnight period from the southeast. Before it goes, it will still be squally as it moves towards the southeast. It will have some hail and thunder and lightning in it, and still strong, gusty winds. Now, temperature's fairly academic as a result of the wind and also the rain, but we're looking at roughly from about 5 in the north to about 7 in the south, but cold enough overnight for a touch of frost here and there, and also the risk of ice on untreated surfaces. Now tomorrow we do it all again, but this time from the southwest. In comes the next area of low pressure with its rain and windy conditions. We start off on a dry and a bright note with just a few showers, wintry on the hills, and then in comes the rain from the southwest, moving across England, Wales and Northern Ireland as it continues to push northwards with some snow in the hills of the Pennines, the Lake District and the southern uplands. That system incidentally is what brought the freezing rain and the tornadoes to parts of America at the weekend. Now temperatures, again fairly academic because it is going to be very windy across England and Wales. We're looking at 10 to 13, but colder as we push further north. Lou and Dan. That's right, Lou. Yes, good morning, everyone. It is the calm before the storm across most of the UK this morning. Beautiful Weather Watchers picture of Sheffield. Some sunshine, but we do have Storm Brendan coming in from the Atlantic, and with it will come heavy rain and disruptive winds. The winds already picking up across Western Scotland, Northern Ireland and West Wales and the southwest of England, but it is going to get much stronger than the gusts you currently have. So a lot of quiet weather first thing, a few showers around. A weather front comes in bringing heavy rain. It's only half the story. The other half is the wind. Strong winds, gales, even severe gales in parts of the west as we go through the morning. Now, it hasn't arrived yet. It is on its way, and ahead of it, there are a few showers. This will be a squally band of rain, and don't forget, if you're travelling, there could well be some disruption to your travel arrangements. So if we take a look at the kind of gusts we're expecting through the course of the afternoon and in towards the evening rush hour, we're looking about 65 mile an hour gusts across Plymouth, 50 across the south coast, 45, 50 across East Anglia and the Midlands, but 70 West Wales, the Isle of Man, 60 across Northern Ireland, and 85 to 90 across the Outer Hebrides and the Western Isles generally, 70 across North East Scotland. So not just disruptive, but potentially damaging gusts of wind. And the strong winds and the rain will continue to push off towards the southeast as we go through the evening and overnight period. Along with it, there'll be some hail and some claps of thunder. Now, as a result, temperatures between about 2 and 7 degrees, cold enough for some pockets of frost in the north and potentially the risk of ice on untreated surfaces. Then tomorrow, it's low pressure coming in from the southwest this time, moving steadily northwards, windy across England and also Wales, windy still across the north and west of Scotland. So after a quieter start with a few showers, some wintry on the hills, here comes the rain and the strengthening winds from the southwest, moving across England, Wales and Northern Ireland, getting into southern Scotland, not arriving the far north of Scotland. And for a time, we will see some snow on the Lake District hills, also the Pennines and the southern uplands. Temperatures, well, although the charts tell you it's going to be mild, with the wind, it will feel cooler than that, and it will feel cool in the north anyway. Now, on Wednesday, there's that low pressure system, but we still have a trailing front attached to it. That pulls away onto the near continent. Something quieter, but still windy in the north with some showers comes our way. So there goes the rain from the southeast, a lot of dry weather, and here come the showers. And temperatures again, the high teens, or the high single figures, or low teens. Lynn and Dan.
Thanks, Carol, for the correction as well. Thank you.